While Stoicism prioritizes self-discipline and resilience, it equally emphasizes compassion and forgiveness. The Stoic philosophy underscores the importance of understanding and empathy, even when individuals err. Nevertheless, Stoicism provides guiding principles for assessing whether to grant someone a second chance. It urges contemplation on virtues like justice, fairness, and wisdom in decision-making. Stoics acknowledge human fallibility and advocate for accepting the impermanent nature of relationships. They advise focusing on what one can control and maintaining balance between forgiveness and self-protection. Living in accordance with nature entails recognizing the inherent complexities of human behavior and determining whether offering a second chance aligns with one's values and goals. Courage and resilience are essential in facing adversity, including the decision-making process. Ultimately, Stoicism offers a framework for thoughtful consideration and deliberation, ensuring that decisions align with one's principles and contribute to personal growth. Number 10. Virtue as the highest good. Stoicism places virtue, or excellence of character, above all else as the ultimate goal. When contemplating whether to give someone a second chance, Stoics advise aligning this decision with key virtues such as kindness, compassion, and justice. By evaluating the situation through the lens of these virtues, one can determine if offering a second chance reflects a compassionate and just response. Kindness prompts consideration of the individual's circumstances and potential for growth, while compassion fosters understanding and empathy toward their mistakes. Justice ensures fairness in the decision-making process, weighing the impact of past actions and the potential for future change. Stoics believe that embodying these virtues leads to a more harmonious and fulfilling life, both for oneself and for others. Thus, when considering whether to grant a second chance, Stoics advocate for aligning the decision with these guiding principles of virtue. Number 9. Wisdom in decision-making. Stoicism promotes rational decision-making, urging individuals to reflect on whether offering a second chance is a wise choice. This involves a careful consideration of past behavior and potential future outcomes. By objectively assessing the individual's history and actions, one can determine whether they have shown genuine remorse and a willingness to change. Stoics believe in learning from experience and using reason to guide decisions, rather than being swayed by emotions or external pressures. Reflecting on the consequences of granting a second chance is essential, weighing the likelihood of positive change against the risk of repeated harm. By applying rationality to this decision-making process, Stoics strive to make choices that align with their values and contribute to their overall well-being. Thus, when considering whether to offer a second chance, Stoicism encourages thoughtful reflection grounded in reason and prudence. Number 8. Acceptance of impermanence. Stoics acknowledge the impermanent nature of all things, including relationships. They understand that sometimes, despite efforts to maintain them, relationships may need to be released. This recognition stems from the Stoic principle of accepting what cannot be changed and focusing on what is within one's control. When a person consistently exhibits harmful behavior without genuine efforts to change, Stoics believe it may be necessary to let go and move on. This decision aligns with Stoic teachings on prioritizing one's own well-being and maintaining inner peace. By acknowledging the impermanence of relationships and accepting the need for detachment in certain situations, Stoics strive to cultivate resilience and emotional stability. Thus, letting go of relationships marked by repeated harm reflects a Stoic approach to navigating life's inevitable changes while prioritizing personal growth and virtue. Number 7. Understanding human nature. Stoicism recognizes the inherent fallibility of human beings. When deciding whether to give someone a second chance, Stoics advocate for considering whether the individual has demonstrated genuine remorse and a sincere willingness to change. This assessment is grounded in the Stoic principle of understanding and accepting human nature. Stoics believe in the potential for growth and transformation, but also acknowledge that change requires genuine effort and commitment. By observing whether the person in question has expressed regret for their actions and has taken concrete steps, towards self-improvement. One can better discern whether offering a second chance is warranted. This approach reflects Stoic values of wisdom and discernment, guiding individuals to make decisions that align with their principles and contribute to their overall well-being. Thus, when considering whether to grant a second chance, Stoics emphasize the importance of assessing the individual's willingness to acknowledge their mistakes and actively work towards positive change. Number 6. Focus on what you can control. Stoicism teaches the importance of focusing on what you can control, your own actions and responses. When contemplating whether to offer someone a second chance, Stoics advise evaluating whether this decision aligns with your values and goals by directing attention to factors within your control, such as your principles, emotions, and choices. You can make decisions that promote personal growth and well. Consider whether granting a second chance reflects virtues like compassion, fairness, and justice, and whether it contributes to your long-term goals and aspirations. Stoics emphasize the need for alignment between actions and values to cultivate inner harmony and fulfillment. By assessing whether offering a second chance resonates with your fundamental beliefs and objectives, you can make a decision that aligns with Stoic principles and fosters your overall flourishing. Thus, focusing on what you can control enables you to make choices that reflect your values and contribute to your personal development. Number 5. Justice and fairness. Stoics hold justice and fairness in high regard. When deliberating whether to grant someone a second chance, it's crucial to consider whether such an action aligns with principles of justice and fairness, considering both the circumstances and the impact of their actions. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of assessing each situation impartially, taking into account the harm caused and the potential for restitution or rehabilitation. By weighing these factors objectively, one can determine whether offering a second chance is just and fair to all parties involved. Additionally, Stoics advocate for considering the broader implications of the decision, ensuring that it promotes fairness and equity within the community or society. Ultimately, aligning the decision with principles of justice and fairness reflects the Stoic commitment to living virtuously and harmoniously with others, fostering a society based on mutual respect and integrity. Number 4. Moderation and balance. Stoicism stresses the importance of moderation and balance in all aspects of life. When contemplating whether to offer a second chance, it's essential to reflect on whether this decision strikes the right balance between forgiveness and self-protection. While forgiveness is a noble virtue, Stoics recognize the need for self-protection and maintaining personal boundaries. Reflecting on whether granting a second chance aligns with these principles involves considering factors such as the severity of the offense, the sincerity of the individual's remorse, and the potential for future harm. Striking the right balance entails neither naively overlooking past transgressions nor excessively guarding against potential risks. Instead, it involves making a thoughtful and reasoned decision that promotes healing and growth while safeguarding. By applying the Stoic principle of moderation to the decision-making process, individuals can navigate the complexities of forgiveness and self-protection with wisdom and discernment. Number 3. Living in accordance with nature. Stoics advocate for living in accordance with nature, which encompasses understanding and accepting human nature. When contemplating whether to offer a second chance, it's essential to consider whether this action aligns with the natural order of things. Stoicism teaches that human beings are inherently flawed and capable of making mistakes, yet also possess the potential for growth and change. By acknowledging this duality, Stoics approach decisions with a sense of realism. Offering a second chance may be seen as in harmony with the natural order if it reflects an acknowledgement of human fallibility and a belief in the possibility of redemption. However, it's also important to consider whether such an action aligns with broader principles of justice, fairness, and self-preservation. By weighing these factors, individuals can make decisions that are both in harmony with human nature and conducive to personal and collective flourishing. Number 2. Facing adversity with courage. Stoicism instills the value of confronting adversity with courage and resilience. When contemplating whether to give someone a second chance, it's important to consider whether such an action demands courage and resilience on your part. Offering a second chance can be challenging, especially if there's a risk of being hurt again, or if past experiences have left scars. It requires the courage to trust again, despite the fear of being let down or betrayed. Additionally, it necessitates resilience, the ability to bounce back from disappointment and to remain steadfast in your decision, even in the face of uncertainty. By summoning the courage to forgive and the resilience to move forward, you demonstrate strength of character and a commitment to growth. Embracing these Stoic virtues enables you to navigate the complexities of relationships with grace and integrity, fostering personal development and emotional well-being. Number 1. The dichotomy of control. Stoicism emphasizes distinguishing between things within one's control and those outside of it. When considering whether to give someone a second chance, it's essential to evaluate whether this decision falls within your control and whether it serves your overall well. You can control your actions, emotions, and responses to a situation, including the choice to offer forgiveness or another opportunity. However, you cannot control how the other person will react or whether they will make the most of the second chance. Therefore, it's crucial to assess whether offering a second chance aligns with your values, goals, and personal boundaries. Consider whether it contributes to your emotional and mental health, fostering growth and positive outcomes. By focusing on what is within your control and prioritizing your well-being, you can make a decision that promotes harmony and fulfillment in your life, guided by Stoic principles of self-awareness and resilience. Ultimately, Stoicism provides guiding principles for decision-making, but it acknowledges the uniqueness of each situation. When contemplating whether to give someone a second chance, it's crucial to engage in thoughtful consideration of all relevant factors. Stoic principles such as virtue, wisdom, and justice offer a framework for evaluating the decision, but they must be applied judiciously to the specific circumstances at hand. Factors such as the nature and severity of the offense, the individual's willingness to change, and the potential impact on one's own well-being must all be carefully weighed. By approaching the decision with mindfulness and discernment, one can navigate the complexities of human relationships and make choices that align with Stoic values and contribute to personal growth. In essence, while Stoicism provides guidance, the decision to offer a second chance requires a nuanced understanding of the situation and a commitment to acting in accordance with one's principles. Do you agree with our list? Please let us know in the comments. If you think these were crazy, go and check out some of these videos. And don't forget to subscribe.